Hey, what's up DIYers? Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. We're talking Samsung dryers today, and we're going to show you how to replace your internal coils and get that heat working again. Let's get started. Step one, safety first. Always cut all electrical power to your dryer. Go ahead and unplug your power cord. And from here, on the back side, if yours is like ours, you have two phillips screws. Go ahead and remove those. You're going to be able to shift this whole cover plate off. The screws themselves are pretty short. Go ahead and set those aside, and from here you can carefully shift your cover plate back and carefully remove this and set it in a safe location. Next, you have these plastic tabs that go into their connection points. Again, they're plastic. Do not break them, just carefully pop them out of their connection points. Down in there you have an additional tab right there, and there is a tab on each side. The trick with those is carefully shift up on this panel, again carefully because you're working with plastic, and with one hand on each side shifting this panel up, you can remove those tabs from the slots and rotate this panel outward toward you. And as you pull this panel back, some of you may run into what I ran into, and right down here you have plastic tabs that go into these cutouts here. There's two of them, here and here. And as you try to remove this panel, it will get stuck on those. So what I do is I got this long little teeny rod. You can use whatever you want to. However, I insert it in here and got underneath that tab and carefully applied just a little bit of pressure to release it from the cutouts there. From here, we are going to carefully remove these connection points. In this case, you push down on this and remove that, and you'll do the same for here. From here, we can set the control panel in a safe location. With your panel removed, open up your dryer door, and you've got Phillips screws, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and remove those. From here, go ahead and close your door, and 4 additional Phillips screws on the top. Go ahead and remove all 4 screws. After removing those 4 screws, you have pressure tabs here that hold your panel in place. Just go ahead and compress those, and it will release this, and you'll have one on each side. And I recommend holding this panel with both hands as you do this. After releasing those pressure tabs on the back side, be very careful. You have an electrical connection point. Go ahead and carefully remove that. And from here, you can pull up on the panel and remove it. And down at the bottom, you do have little slots that it goes into. And again, just carefully set it aside. After removing that front panel, hopefully you have really nice access to your gas valve, and on top of your gas valve are your coils. However, in the event that you do not see your gas valve and your coils yet, and you've got additional panels here, at this point, DIYers, as you can see, we've got a lot better access to everything inside the dryer. However, again, here are your coils, and we're going to remove those 2 Phillips screws. And you will need a small Phillips screwdriver. After removing both of those screws, carefully pull the cover plate off, and there are your coils. And you can carefully pull them off. And now we have better access to the connection points. And something I want to point out, very important. One of them has a small little part here. That has to stay on the rod. In the event that it comes off and is stuck inside the old coil, make sure you remove it from the old coil and install it on the rod. And again, the connection points, the best way to do this is you will notice this portion right here. There is a little tab inside there. By pressing on that, you'll notice it raises that teeny tiny sliver of plastic, and at that point you can grab the coil with your other hand and shift it out of the connection point. Both coils are removed. There is a difference between the two. One has 3 electrical leads, one has 2. The one with 3 goes right here. The one with 2 leads goes in the back. Let's go grab the new coils. New coils in hand. Let's go and open it up and reverse the steps. What I did was connected the new coils to the connection points, and I will carefully reinsert the coils in place. And you'll notice these little tabs sticking out right here. That is for the cover plate. Go ahead and resecure that. And what we'll do next, verify that those tabs are sticking out of the plate and resecure those 2 screws. 2 Phillips screws are secured. From here, I'll go grab the drum and put everything back together. Time to put on the front panel, and you've got cutouts down at the bottom, and they will rest over these little tabs here. And as you shift this in place, connect your electrical connection. Carefully shift this in place and push the connection in until you hear the clicking sound. Realign the top portion until it goes into the pressure tabs. Next, go ahead and resecure your 4 upper Phillips screws. Open the door, and you've got 4 additional screws, and if yours is like ours, the lower 2 screws had washers on them. From here, we're going to go grab the control panel. With the control panel back in place, go ahead and resecure the right hand connection points. And just be patient as you realign your control panel. Make sure all of your connection tabs are properly in place and secure. From here, we'll go grab the top. After reapplying your top panel, go ahead and resecure the rear Phillips screws. Go ahead and plug in your dryer, and we've got a load ready to go. Hopefully this helps. Do us a favor, below the video, you'll see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching.